What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. It's the 21st of January, and here we are at about $1.88, $1.89 with 6.5 hours left in this day. You've hit a high today of $1.96, and we're all the way back down here, so we've ranged a little bit. Bitcoin as well, I mean, hitting a high of about 90,500 back down to 87.5K. It's just crazy to move up that much and back down all in less than a day here in about 18 hours, or I guess would that be right? Yeah, about 18 hours. Anyways, XRP here, I do believe we are at a low point, if not very, very near the low. This could be the low itself, what we experienced 2 days ago. But if we do press a little bit lower, I think we're okay, right? We look at this from a low here to a high here. As long as we're above the 886, I don't really have any problems. Keep closing above $1.83, and I think we're fine. And again, I don't even know if we go below this low, but I'm just saying it's certainly possible. I want to look at the 1 hour time frame and then zoom out from there. We look at the 1 hour, we can see that a couple days ago on the 19th here, we had a very sudden shift to the downside. A very, very sudden shift with a lot of volume backing it up. And we did not prevail from that moment. We actually bled out. And now we're here grinding out this low area, probably looking to go a little bit lower. But what I will say is that there really wasn't a whole lot of volume on this last candle. That was a pretty big drop. And you had a little bit of volume. It was decent, but it really wasn't that much volume, I think, in comparison to this candle here. That's a pretty big candle on a 1 hour time frame to have such a minuscule amount of volume, I would say. Right? You had more volume back here, and you dropped 1.1%, where here you dropped 4%. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy the difference here. So I don't trust this price action, being that we're in a kind of trustless area of price action. What I would say is I wouldn't be surprised if we broke below, we got below these lows, or maybe this low holds. It really could hold. Who knows? But we break below this area, people panic, they sell, and that's the worst time to sell, and we probably recover from there. So what I'm trying to say, and I'm trying to say it as specifically as possible, is that either this is the low, or if it's not, we're very, very near. It's to such a degree that it really doesn't matter if it is or if it isn't, right? I think that if we go lower from here, it's just going to be a trap to convince people to panic sell, and then we start to move up. I don't believe that we're going to persist lower. I don't believe that this is going to be something that persists for like too much further than where we are now. I look at the 1 hour time frame. We look at these indicators here. The RSI is rejecting the overbought zone. That's not good. We've been rejecting it several times. Still, here, we're not getting oversold, at least not yet. If we can maintain a kind of bullish trajectory, try to get more iterations above the 50 and just stay above the 50 into the overbought zone and not get oversold, I think we can really turn this boat around and start to be more productive with our price action. The stochastics are a little bit bearish, the MACD is bearish, and the RSI overall wants to be bullish, it looks like right here, but it is bearish as well. So a little bit lower shouldn't scare anybody or be necessarily unexpected either. Looking at this on the 4 hour time frame, you have a higher high in the RSI here, and you're rejecting the 50. Higher high in the RSI, lower high in the price. That's hidden bearish divergence, and you're rejecting the 50. That's not good. This really does amplify the chances, in my opinion, that we do see a lower low than this low here. If we do go lower, we will also get this bullish divergence with higher lows and lower lows in the price. So that's nice. But that still would call for a little bit of a lower drop in price. And again, the key words that I'm using here are a little bit lower. Nothing crazy. I don't really expect that we'll go below $1.80. But if we do, that would be very short-lived. Very, very short-lived indeed. Stochastics are bearish, very bearish stochastics. And the MACD already has bullish divergence. Looks like we're coming down now to build another drive of bullish divergence. So you've got bullish things setting up for you here. There's definitely something that's going to play out positively at the end of this red rainbow, but we've got to keep going down the path a little bit further, okay? Looking at the daily time frame here, the RSI is at the same level. It's literally at the same level that it's been every single time that it has found support for like well over a year. I mean, let's go back in time. Let's just see. Where you are here, there are not too many times where any low, whether it was a low in the midst of lower lows or a low that was in the midst of higher lows, or any of these lows, it's been since like 2024 September that you've consistently found support right at this level just above this level or just below this level. So again, the point being reinforced here that we are very, very near the low. Don't let this price action intimidate you. Okay. But with that being said, I still think we go a little bit lower. I'm a little bit more open to the idea of going below $1.85, $1.84. We could go below $1.80 as well. I certainly do not expect that we go below these lows, but we should be recovering from here. Coming up, imagine that we consolidate down here and then we start to come up. What might this look like? This would look like a giant W formation, and the W will prevail. Higher prices will prevail. We should see higher prices here going into February and March as well. I think February is going to be a hell of a month. We're going to consolidate, configure ourselves going into the end of January here, and maybe we get a little bit of a lift by the end of the month. But I think most of the fun's going to be had in February and March. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.